much money do you actually need to open a Congregate Living Health facility in California? I've seen all kinds of numbers online, but here's what the California Department of Public Health actually says and what it doesn't. Hi, my name is Rhea, the care admin. Let's get started. I just wanted to disclose that I create educational content to help navigate California health care and residential care licensing using publicly available information from state and federal agencies. And everything I say on here is for educational purposes only. It's not legal advice. So today we're talking about startup costs for Congregate Living Health Facility or CLHF. Let's get one thing out of the way first. The California Department of Public Health does not publish a required startup capital, minimum net worth, minimum bank balance, or an official amount of money required to open a CLHF. If someone tells you that the CDSS and CDPH require you to have a certain dollar amount in the bank, ask them to show you where it's published, because I couldn't find it in the official application packet or provider instructions. What CDPH does require is that you submit a complete application and demonstrate compliance with all applicable licensing requirements. That means your actual startup costs will depend on your location, whether you're purchasing or leasing a property, the condition of the building, local construction costs, your staffing model, and your overall business plan. So instead of focusing on one magic number, I recommend creating a detailed feasibility budget. Your budget may include property acquisitions or leasehold improvements, architectural and engineering services, building renovations, medical equipment, furniture and fixtures, technology and software, legal fees, accounting services, insurance, licensing related expenses, initial inventory and supplies, payroll, utilities, marketing, and working capital. Many healthcare entrepreneurs also budget enough operating reserves to cover approximately 6 to 12 months of expenses while completing licensing, hiring staff, building occupancy, and waiting for consistent revenue. Again, this isn't a CDPH requirement, it's simply a common business planning practice. If you're looking for an example, here's what a startup budget could look like. The property acquisition or leasehold improvements varies depending on your market. The architectural and engineering services could be approximated between $25,000 to $150,000 or even more. Renovations could be between $100,000 to over $1 million depending on the condition of the building and scope of your work. The medical equipment and furnishings could be approximately between $150,000 to $500,000 or more. Your insurance could vary depending on the coverages you purchase. The legal fees and accounting costs could approximately be between $10,000 to $50,000 or more. Licensing and permits varies based on your project and local requirements. And the payroll reserve typically has to be enough to cover 6 to 12 months of staffing expense. So your working capital depends entirely on your business model and financial projections. And I want to be very clear that these numbers are business estimates only. Like I said, there isn't a fixed amount published by the CDPH, or they are not licensing requirements, and they should not be interpreted as guarantees of what your project will cost, because every CLHF project is different. Before purchasing property or investing significant money, I strongly recommend contacting the California Department of Public Health Centralized Applications Branch to discuss your project and consulting qualified professionals, including a healthcare attorney, an accountant, architect, insurance advisor, and financial advisor. Always verify current licensing fees, permit costs, construction expenses, insurance premiums, and other financial obligations directly with the appropriate agencies and service providers before making any financial decision. Again, everything discussed in my videos are publicly available information from the CDPH or CDSS and other government resources, and is provided for educational purposes only. It's not legal, financial, tax, or licensing advice. Please make sure to give me a follow, and don't forget to leave your questions in the comments or send them in my private messages, and I will do my best to answer them as soon as I'm able. I'm Rhea, the care admin. I'll see you next time.